Good morning. It is Sunday morning, a very super special Sunday morning because it's today. Here in Virginia, it's about 60 degrees outside and it is very heavily overcast. Beautiful day. You know what makes it beautiful? Our mind. That's right. It is anything we want it to be because we are in control. We are in control of ourselves, our mind. In another 5 days, my sister will be older than 19 years old. Happy birthday, Lethe. Speaking about sisters, I woke up this morning thinking about school and how we are depriving our best and brightest because we allow a handful of kids to be bullies in school. We don't want to upset their First Amendment right to be expressive, even if it means brutality and being cruel. I think that's wrong. I think every school should be required to wear a uniform. I did, and so did my siblings. I had to wear epaulets, yellow and green epaulets, yellow and green tie, khaki uniform, black shoes, black socks. And that was uniform. And I got to tell you, when you have your school uniform on, there is a great sense of pride. And not only that, you do not want to do anything that would discredit your school, because you get back to the headmaster and then you are subject to demerits. That's right, demerits. So, while you're in uniform, you did the correct thing, you behaved properly. But there's another advantage to uniform. You no longer have to show that you have, Mary has more money than Jane. You see what I mean? All equal. And the other thing is, there is a demerit system, okay? You misbehave and you pay for it. No First Amendment rights, where your act of bullying is your First Amendment expression. You behave or you get demerits, and after so many demerits you're kicked out. You go to juvenile detention school or something. And yes, I know what it's called. Some people are going to say, oh, but that sounds like socialism. Yes, it does. The other thing about schools, I think, is we really ought to make an effort to really educate the kids to think for themselves. My headmaster was Mr. McNabb, a man from Scotland, and he insisted that we think for ourselves. He insisted that each student learn Latin, not because anybody speaks Latin, but because the discipline of learning Latin. After all, a lot of English words have Latin as its basis. And the idea was to think for yourself. Be a thinker. I miss Mr. McNabb because a lot of the principles that he taught stayed with me. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that today school is on my mind, and I think bullies ought not to be tolerated in schools. My personal view. I would love to hear your views on this subject. In the meantime, it is Sunday, May 19th, 2024, and it is a beautiful, wonderful, special, super day. Enjoy it as such.